Well, you probably don't want to know my take on marriage, so that's the other thing.
For you saying that, meaning that I think you're not favorable to marriage because of the risk factors.
Yeah, and look, I don't have anything wrong from when it comes to marriage from a religious perspective. I'm not fervently anti-marriage in the sense that I'm openly I try to think I'm a pretty reasonable person, but I'm not antagonistic with it. I've looked at the risk factors like you said, and me personally, I don't want to get married. That I think could be for some women kind of, I don't know. Now but here's the thing, I could have a long-term monogamous relationship with a woman, life partner.
No, but you always have it out. You always have it out. You don't have to make an ultimate commitment.
Yeah, that's the thing without marriage.
People get divorced all the time, though. You can. So in marriage, you can just go too. You just financially fuck yourself in the process.
Right.
But you get married to stay.
Yeah,
really?
So
is that's how marriage works?
Don't you think you're limiting your pool? You're limiting your pool because you're not. I mean, most women, it sounds like you want a self-respecting woman, high value, all these things. Don't you think most of those women would want to be married? So you're limiting.
I want a woman who realizes. I want a woman who realizes that in this current social climate, in this in this social climate, when it comes to the court system, we don't need to get the state involved in our relationship.
But
I love you, you love me. We don't need the state.
I agree.
But the truly feminine would want, the nature of femininity would want that protection.
Nature.
I feel like you want a feminine girl.
I do like feminine women, but I don't need. I'm protecting us from the state, babe.
But I'll tell you this: as a married man, that one of the greatest things I ever did in my life was get married. I have been more productive. I've had more peace. I mean, it is the greatest decision a man can ever make. It's the biggest and greatest investment that you make in the rest of your life. Now, if you're a man with integrity and you're ready and you do your homework and you're willing to pursue even when it gets tough, you get married and you make a commitment for life. Me and my wife are committed for life. Us getting a divorce is not in the equation. And I think because both of us are both mature enough and willing to work through it. It's not perfect. Sometimes we argue, sometimes you get on my nerves. But at the end of the day, you don't quit and give up because you got on my nerves one day. We made a commitment before God. We made a commitment and it's on record. And it wouldn't behoove me to not put my best effort into it because I got a lot on the line. When you have skin in the game, you're more willing to do more in a relationship than you are if you don't have skin in the game and you could just walk away at any time.
But given how frequently there's divorce, it's not clear to me that marriage precludes people from, because the divorce exists.
Well, you need to look at divorce in segmentation, right? What people are you talking about? Are you talking about people who come together that are equally yoked? Are you talking about people who are Christians? Are you talking about people who get married young? Are you talking about people who get married old? People getting married with children involved?
Yeah,
there's so many different variations that may not even pertain to somebody like you. You may not be in the realm of the divorce. There's a lot of people that get divorced for a lot of reasons that may not be your reason. I
think I'm the guy, to be honest. I've thought about this, and this is kind of, I don't know if this is almost morbidly sad or whatever. I feel like if I were to get married, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of the dude that gets divorced. I'm the type of dude, I'm just, look, and it's brutal self-assessment and self-reflection. I just feel as if, not all of us can be Brandon Tatum. Cause I'm kind of the class clown guy. You're masculine, you're tall. How tall are you?
6'2".
6'2". Okay, 6'1".
Honestly, not going so far. My parents been in a relationship for 45 years. They just got married this year with 3 kids, and they have never divorced. Well, not divorced because they can't, but they were together. So I agree. You don't have to get married, but I don't know if you marry someone.
I just have this this. What's that? Have you seen Minority Report with Tom Cruise? What was it called? The the things that could see the future, premonitions.
Yeah.
I have a premonition. If I were to get married, she's divorcing me. I don't know. I'm just
She's
gonna get divorced.
divorcing you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, she divorces me.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
because
how it is. Women divorce
the
men.
reason that you're doing this, the
No,
reason
I'm not going to divorce. I would divorce.
the reason that you feel this way is because of the things that you read and self-talk.
Yeah.
Because if you tell yourself this all the time, or you had negative experiences with women, and you carry that on, you're gonna believe that in every relationship. What you have to do is that you have to start telling yourself a different story.
Stay positive.
You have to start telling yourself, I'm gonna be married, I'm gonna stay married, and you have to start looking forward to the woman that you're gonna marry. Before I got married to my wife, every day, and people probably think I'm crazy, but I don't care, I manifested it. And the reason and how I manifested, because when I would fly on an airplane by myself, I would envision me and my wife traveling together. I would already think about what me and my wife are gonna do.
You wanted
Our
it.
children. And if you want it and you see it, you believe it in your heart, you pursue it, then you will pursue it with an open mind, and you'll pursue it with the idea that this is going to work for me. Women, like you say all the things about yourself, there's some women that love all of that. Some women don't like a guy like me. They like a guy like you. They like a guy that's funny, a guy that's a self-starter. You know, all of the things that you have that are qualities. There's women out here that like that. If you were a nerdy guy with glasses on and you were geeky and you're into tech, some woman out there love that guy.
I feel like that guy's more likely to get divorced than a guy like you.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I don't know. Like,
That's not true, because love is love, man. Some people love people that they resonate with.
Derek Manx donated $99. Officer Tatum, glad to see you on here. Men with integrity like yourself will not accept the lifestyle of the girls. It is sad to me to see the way society is moving. Ladies, think better of yourself.
yo, Derek, very good to see you back in the chat, man. Welcome back. Thank you so much for your message. Appreciate it. Also, I feel like, man, I really shouldn't have brought the conversation there of my own self-assessment of like, and perhaps I'm being a bit hyperbolic there. Like, is it plausible that I could marry a girl and not get divorced? Of course. I want to try to redirect my argumentation on this a little bit, though. When it comes to marriage, what, from the societal point of view, because there's often a talk about, and I 100% agree with this, the nuclear family, very important. It's the best way to raise children. But let's say if we were comparing a married couple to a non-married couple that's monogamous, that stays together for life and has children, on a societal impact level, I don't see the difference. Like, what benefit from a societal aspect does there to me there's no difference, and then on a relationship level, I don't really see the difference between I'm going to stay with this woman for the rest of my life partner, we're going to have kids, it's going to be monogamous, there's not going to be infidelity. I don't see the difference.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
What's the